Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it has been forever since I have filmed a video, sat in front of a camera, talked to you guys, do a makeup look. So I'm gonna be doing a makeup look. I'm gonna be doing a review on the new Morphe Jaclyn Hill palettes. I only picked up 2 of them because I just wanted to try them out and test them out and see how I feel about them. I did get the Dark Magic one, and then I did get the Ring the Alarm one. So I am using both of these today on my eyes. I'm going to review it for you guys and tell you guys how I feel about them. I'm also going to be doing like a chatty video for you guys while I do the reviews. Just kind of catching up and letting you guys know where I've been and whatnot. Nothing too major. Nothing too major. But if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you guys do like this video, give it a thumbs up. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. Alright guys, so I have been literally breaking out all over my face, so I'm not even going to use any type of moisturizer or anything. I've switched to a new moisturizer and I don't know if you can see it, but I am breaking out everywhere here and over here, and yeah, that's about it. So I don't know, I'm thinking it's a new moisturizer because it's ever since I switched to that I've been breaking out. So I'm not even going to use anything right now. I am going to go ahead and jump into primer. I am going to be using the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I have been using this stuff recently, and I find it to be kind of blurring out my pores more than any other primer that I would usually use. My face has been feeling super dry because I haven't been using a moisturizer, but you know, I never break out with pimples. I have like really good skin usually, and for me to break out with pimples, I know it is something that I'm doing in my routine. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and this one is in Golden. I do feel this one is a little bit too dark for me, but we are going to work with it as usual. Alright guys, so where to fill you guys in. I have literally not filmed a video in quite a while. I don't know how many of you guys follow me on social media, but I have been I was on vacation the whole ending of June and then the whole July. And then I came back right in time for my daughter to start school. But I went to Georgia to visit my sister, and then we just went traveling, you know, a couple other places, Florida and whatnot. And I just wanted to enjoy, you know. My husband was leaving to some trainings and whatnot, so I was like, oh, this is like perfect time for me to go and enjoy. This pimple, no bueno. But I've been trying to focus a lot more on my other business that I have going on. If you guys don't know, I do Herbalife, and I do work for Herbalife. So I've been doing that, and I've also been losing weight, and you know, I've always been a gym person and losing weight, and you know, lost a lot of weight, but I've been focusing more so on it now. So and then trying to build my business with that. I'm going to do concealer after though. That way if any fallout happens or anything like that, we'll be fine. But I am going to do brows really quickly as well because I do like to see my eye shape whenever I'm doing my makeup. So I'm going to be using the same one that I always use, the Anastasia Beverly Hills. But I have recently, since Georgia changed my shade, I do use Ebony now instead of Chocolate. So it just looks like that. This might take a while, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, so my eyebrows are done. I feel like I'm looking like Frida up in here with these brows. If you don't know who Frida is, you're too young for me. Or your school done fucked up and they didn't teach you shit. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move on to eyes now. To prime my eyes, I'm going to use a concealer. I always love using a concealer to prime my lids. I feel like that works better than an actual eye primer. So I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I've recently finally picked this up because we finally opened an Ulta here in Hawaii. So I finally got my hands on these because Sephora stores out here in Hawaii, they don't sell these. And I didn't want to order online just in case the shades. I hate ordering stuff like this online. Here comes my daughter. Oh my god. Also, my husband is supposed to be finding out where we're moving to next, so that's another big thing. I'm not sure where we're headed. We are supposed to be leaving Hawaii in the beginning of next year, but we shall see. You never know with the military. And to go ahead and set that, I'm going to be using this shade right here, which is Poof from this is a Dark Magic palette from the Jaclyn Hill collection. So this is one of the palettes that I am going to be using and that some of you guys have been asking me to kind of review and do a makeup look on. I did kind of play around with it a little bit, and I didn't really like it. I didn't really have high hopes for it anyways, because I wasn't really a, you know, not that I'm not a Jaclyn Hill fan, it's just I've never tried out any of Jaclyn Hill's makeup. Like her other first palette that she's had, the big one, I never tried it out, but I recently bought it too now that we have the Ulta here. I think I just need to play around with it a little bit more, but I did hear that some people were not liking it as well. So I do know for sure that I do want to do a green type of look using these colors from the Dark Magic palette. But I do know I want to use some from the Ring the Alarm palette of the warmer shades. I do love oranges, and it's so hard for me to stay away from them because I feel like that's just an awesome transition color for anything, like practically any color. Like I love using it for blues, I love using it for yellows, purples, golds, browns. I love oranges and warm tones like that, so I am going to use some of this. Let's hope this turns out well, because when I first played around with these shades, I did not like it. I'm gonna be honest, I love Jaclyn Hill, I love watching her videos, I think she's freaking amazing, but the consistency I wasn't a fan of. But let's go ahead and review it again and try on camera, lighting, everything, the whole shebang. All right, so to start off with the transition shade, I am going to be using the darker orange in the palette, which is Mugshot, and I'm going to mix a little bit of the lighter orange in the shade, which is Rush. And usually for transition colors, I like to do like an all over type of, like I like to put it all over, but I'm going to try and stick to right above the crease. But I am going to be dragging it in all the way to the inner eye. I'm going to take Alert in the palette also, which is kind of in between those two oranges. It's more of an orangey orange. I haven't seen too many green makeup tutorials on YouTube using these palettes, and I wonder if everybody's just afraid to use these colors or what. I love greens, like olive greens, especially for the fall. That was like my go-to last year, was olive green, but I never did do a makeup look on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Potion. I'm gonna hope this shade turns out. I'm not really digging. I mean, it's pigmented, but I feel like it's just not blendable. And then once you do start blending, the pigmentation loses its, I mean, the shadow loses its pigmentation. So I'm not sure. I did want to use Trickery, which I tried out as well, which is just this dark green shadow, but I kind of don't want to do a dark green today. Not sure how I'm feeling this. Not sure how it's even looking, but I am going to go in with Secret, which is this shade right here. It's this darker deep brown burgundy shade, and I'm going to apply that to the outer crease, or like the outer shade, the outer lid, and then some in the crease as well, just so that we can blend. I'm going to switch over to another brush and blend it. I'm going to take that same flat brush that we use, the first one, the M433, and kind of blend that out. I do want it a little bit more pigmented and a little bit more higher. So for the eyebrow bone area, I'm going to use this first shade that we did to set the eyeshadow, which is Poof. I mean to set the concealer, I'm sorry, which is Poof. And I'm just going to apply that right here. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to my face. Well, underneath my eyes, and then I will go back to applying eyeshadow underneath. So to conceal, I'm going to use the same one that I used for my eyeshadow, which is a Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And I am going to conceal and also highlights with this. Guys, did I tell you how much I'm loving this concealer? Like, I'm not understanding why our Sephora stores don't carry this here. I don't know if it's all Sephora stores or just Hawaii. But then again, Hawaii sucks when it comes to makeup crap. I like to use this just so that it gets in there really good, because the Beauty Blender can sometimes take away some of the concealer. So I just do that first, and then I go ahead and buff out the edges after. Now I just take this. I can never not do my makeup without it getting in my damn hair. I'm gonna start wearing one of those cloth hair wrap things, because I can never just not get it everywhere else. To set this, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, which is one of my all-time faves. You guys know the deal. I do want to try the Hourglass though. That came out like a while ago. So I'm gonna kind of just let this sit just like that. While I let that bake, I'm just going to go ahead and do my bronzer anyways while that sets, because I can't do underneath my eyes until I wipe that, but I kind of want to let that sit in. I kind of want to brighten up that area. I haven't baked in a while, and I forgot how good baking can be to brighten up that under eye area. So for bronzer, I'm going to use the Hoola light one and not the regular Hoola one, because I do want something subtle and not too dark. So this is the part where I kind of just like to kind of go up just a little bit right here, to make that chin look a little smaller, because the concealer kind of did make it look big. And wipe this one, kind of pat it and then wipe away. Pat and wipe, pat and wipe, pat and wipe. Okay, too much. Alright, so right underneath the eye, I'm going to go ahead and take the last shade that we use on the outer lid, which is Secret from the Ring the Alarm palette. And I'm going to apply that right on the water, like right below, sorry, not on the waterline, but like right below where the lash line is. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the Morphe M321 brush, which just looks like this. The lighter orange. Not the lighter, it's more of the deeper orange, but it's lighter than the shade that we just put on. And I'm going to only apply it to the outside right here. I might take it a little bit in as well. To make it not look so harsh. Like I said, I do want a smoky eye look, but I don't want to use black eyeliner because I feel like we have browns going on, so I'm going to use a brown. And I'm going to kind of drag this onto the lash line a little just to darken it. I'm going to go ahead and put the mascara, and then I'm also going to apply some lashes. I'm going to use the Kiss lashes, and this one is in Teddy. They are so pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so I went ahead and applied the lashes and my mascara. For blush, I am going to be using MAC Gingerly. This is my go-to blush whenever I'm doing some type of brown look. This just gives a natural finish to the cheeks. For highlight, I am going to be using the ColourPop SHAYLA by ColourPop collection. This one is in BOOMIN. Go ahead and spray my face. This is the Ready Set Radiant Skin Mist from Tarte. Soak it in. Ooh, look at how pretty. Also going to apply some of the highlight to the inner tear duct corner of my eyes, and I think I might add just a tiny bit up here. Alright guys, I'm not sure what happened to the clip of me applying my lips, but I just used a SHAYLA by ColourPop in Quickie. And this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Give it a thumbs up if you guys did. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.